Welcome to the fish tank.
Hey everybody, Fishman here. Welcome to my first regular Friday upload. That means my New Year's resolution has survived through the first week of January. I plan on possibly uploading more than one a week every now and then, because I do have a backlog of videos that I've had requests from people, like this particular one here, which is from a request I had from Sam at Ottawa LED. He wanted me to show him how to polish aluminum, and that was quite a while ago. Sorry, Sam. So I'm going to get around to doing that now. If you finished watching the drop-off, the last video for the drop-off river tank, this piece of aluminum here is actually the two bottom guards for the front edge of that tank. So I figured it was a good time to actually do both of these. Stick around for the end of the video, because there's also going to be an update on the immersed filter, and I have a surprise unboxing or unenveloping from D at Down the Wormhole, so stick around for that. So far what I've done here is I've used, first off, 220 grit. It's pretty much, from my perspective, just an eraser. The extruded aluminum has a lot of scratches on it, and it gets banged around a lot during shipping and whatnot, and that just evens it all out, and it's very straightforward and easy to make it relatively uniform as far as appearance goes, even though of course it does create a lot of scratches. So then I switch over to this, which is 400 grit, and that kind of gets rid of all the larger flaws, and that is pretty much the level of polishing that I need to do for the drop-off river tank. And so what I've done here is I've done the same thing to the opposite side, but I don't want to polish this all the way up to the end, because it just won't match the rest of it. So I'm just going to do this one little end bit. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch over to acrylic polish. This is for heavy scratches. As you can tell, there's a lot of heavy scratches there. And yes, you can do this exact same process without the sandpaper, and you can polish acrylic if you have scratches in your aquarium or whatever, and that's exactly what this stuff is for. And it works very, very well on aluminum. So that quick little spot there you saw of the thumb there, it does take an awful lot of aluminum off. That's why the dark color. And you use any cloth. I use cotton cloths, but terry cloths, but just make sure it's wet when you use it, and then just wipe it all down, and then rinse and repeat until you get a relatively reasonable level of finish. You can see it's already starting to get shinier. And then what you do is, there's a number of these products. That was number 3 for heavy scratches. And then what we'll do is we'll move over to number 2, which is for finer scratches. Now for aluminum, number 2 is as far as you need to go. It gives you a really nice finish. If you're using this for acrylic, there is actually a number 1 and a number 0. And you do actually need that, especially if it's like the front of an aquarium or something, and there's a scratch there. You don't want any kind of variation in the the clarity. So this is looking through the polished aluminum at that background of just the printing on a piece of acrylic, and it's not quite a crystal clear view, but you can actually read the writing, and that's kind of cool for just, like I said, just using 2 polishes. So there you go, Sam. That's how you do it. It's very straightforward. This on the right here is what I'm going to do for drop-off tank, the mirror finish, and this is the raw. So just to let you know. So anyway, thank you very much for watching this. Like I said, stick around for the end. I do have a couple more things I want to show you, but there you go. That's pretty good clarity, considering, like I said, it's just a piece of metal. So this is what the pothos looked like when I first put it in the planter, and then what I want to do is show you what it looked like about a week and a half later. As you can see, the leaves have all decided, hey, we know where the light is coming from. They've actually colored up quite a bit more nicely, and it also grew a whole new leaf, which is kind of cool for a week and a half. I will continue to periodically give you little updates on these just to let you know how it does, but so far it's looking good. And the flow rate through the little piece of airline tubing is doing quite well too. So here we go. This is from Down the Wormhole from Dee. Actually, I should clarify that. This is actually from her husband. Her husband, if you've watched her channel, if you haven't, you should go over and do so. He does a lot of artwork, and he's been doing some stuff for Dee's channel. And this is one of those things. I saw it, and I figured this is really cool. It's something I really wanted, so I ordered it from them. Oh, sorry. My scissors seem to have a little bit of goo in them from probably tape and such. So we'll get to this at some point. At least it's not as bad as when she sent me the microworms. I mean, that took forever to unpackage. So here we go. It's actually got a nice little tray there, and this is what her husband made. A very nice little betta fish. And that's really quite cool. I thought that was really nice when I saw it there, so I thought I'd pick it up. And again, thank you, Dee's husband. It was very nice of you to send this. And thanks for watching. And if you like this style of video, please like and or subscribe. And I'll see you in the next video, which will be at the latest next Friday. Thanks again.